She did I tell you we just found out she just moved back like yesterday, honey.
Mute everybody. Okay, we're all muted. So when it's your turn to talk, you can unmute yourself. But welcome everyone. Today is August 27th, and this is our team call. And excited for you guys to just share a few things with you guys, but also for you to hear from some of our team members today. Let's see. I wanted to make a few announcements. I wanted to make sure that you guys know a few things. Okay, so first of all, this is the close of business. This week is the close of business. So usually we have something called Qualifiers Day, which is the first of the next month. So it would be September 1st. But because of the holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend, the way that the end of the month falls this month, we will not have a Qualifiers Day. So because of that, we all have to make sure that any orders that we put in to either A, finish out a promotion, or B, qualify our business needs to be entered no later than 6 p.m. Eastern time. 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific time, and everybody in the middle can do their own time zone math. But that is what time it has to be entered into the virtual office by in order to count into August business, okay? So for those of you who are working really hard to get your businesses qualified or to finish up promotions before the end of the month, you guys just really need to be paying attention to that. And they'll be sending out our PVC reports, up-to-date PVC reports on Friday morning so that we can access that through the report that they send over email, or you can get it from your virtual office. If you don't know how to do that, ask your upline leader or me, and I can help you with that, okay? So I wanted to make sure you guys know about that. The other thing I wanted to do was let you guys know that a week from today, next Monday, is actually Labor Day. It's a holiday, and we typically don't do our calls on holidays. So we will not have a team call next Monday, but we'll see you guys again 2 weeks from tonight on our team call, which I think is like the 11th or 12th. I don't really know what that date is, but whatever 2 weeks from today is, that's when we'll have our next call. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys know those things. And then I also wanted to see if we have anyone who needs an introduction. Let me go ahead and just, any new reps on here who need to be introduced? No? Okay. Cool. Well, then I'm going to start by introducing our speakers for tonight. So you guys, you're in for a treat because we have 3 speakers, and they're all kind of in a line. And I think we'll go ahead and start with Jose. So we have Jose Acosta. He just finished out his HLP. He actually did more than he needed for his HLP, which helped his sponsor, Haley, do her 2,000 plus. She just finished that last week. And Evelyn, who is not sponsored to Haley, but upline to Haley, just fast-tracked to sales coordinator. So the 3 of them all have a lot to celebrate, and I'm so excited because they're just going to share a little bit about their own personal stories, but then also just some of the activity that they did in order to reach these promotions. So Jose, I know you're nervous, so we're going to go ahead and let you go so that you can just get it over with, rip off that Band-Aid, and remember you're amongst friends, so don't worry, okay?
Okay, hi guys. Just like you say, I'm Jose. I was introduced to the business of Juice Plus about 4 months ago. But in the beginning, I definitely say no. I say I don't want to do that. I was introduced by Haley, which is my upline. And you know, she kept insisting and trying and following up with me and telling me how good it is and all this stuff. So I first started using her stuff because I was like, you know what, before the gym, let me try it just to see how it worked on me and whatever. And I started with Just a Shake. And in my end, it worked really good because I started going to the gym. I didn't get nauseous while I was working out. Even at night, I was taking it at night. So I kind of used all her stuff in the first month before I even decided to actually go ahead and do it. So I did order the shakes in the trio, and I started with that for the first month or so. And I was 226 pounds, I remember, and within the first month and a half, because I changed my way of eating due to the Juice Plus. I was eating more vegetable, you know, I was getting vegetables into my diet, which I never did. I'm Spanish, so all we do is eat rice and beans. um, so I never thought about eating vegetable fruits, not at all. I was eating anything else but that. So I started eating more vegetables and fruit. Within the first month and a half, I went down from 226 to like 206, I believe 206 pounds. And then Haley also introduced me to the Tread 10. So I did the Tread 10 for the first time, which I thought I was not going to be able to do. The first 3 days was a struggle. And I was able to do it. I stick to it for the 10 days. And then I weighed myself at the 10-day, and I was 186 pounds, which I haven't been on that weight ever since high school, which is a long time ago. And I did like it, and that alone convinced me to actually get into the business. So I have been a rep or sales person for Juice Plus for the past month or so, month and a half. And I like it. One of the things that I see other than the weight loss, I'm not tired during the day, so I have a lot more energy to wake up in the morning, actually go to the gym, stay active through the day because my job is active. I deal with patients all the time and do exercises with them, and it just keep me going through the day. A lot of energy that I got. So that's one of the things, and also the thing that helped me to reach the level that I am today. It was just talking to people about it, following up with friends and family, which was my first source, was my friends and my family. And also people that I see every day. They start seeing the change. They start seeing the change. Hey, you look skinnier. You look healthier. Your skin clear up a little bit. Your face look more trim. What are you doing? And that was my opportunity to talk to them and let them know, hey, I'm doing this. I was introduced to Juice Plus. It's just fruit and vegetable in a capsule. Just give it a try. And they at first most of them say no, but then they see more of my change in my body and full of energy during the day. I wasn't down. I wasn't tired. So that's how I was able to introduce to my friend and my families, because they saw the change on me and they want to know what I was doing. So I tell them what I was doing, and they got into it, and I was able to get even more sales than what I needed to get to the next level, and also help my team members. So I'm very happy. I haven't seen nothing negative yet. Everything's been positive. I'm going to keep following up with other people so I can reach to the next level. And I think that's my story. I don't know what else to say.
That's perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it, because you really are living the mission, and that is, prompting people to ask you, what are you doing? Which gives that opportunity to share. So awesome. Well, we're all really excited to celebrate your 2000 plus, which is coming. So yeah. That is awesome. Thank you so much. You did great.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay. So next I want to highlight Haley, because Haley is Jose's sponsor. And Haley, I'll go ahead and unmute you. And if you want to go ahead and just share about how you did your 2000 plus and a little bit about your 2+ experience.
Okay. Thank you, Carmen. Hi, guys. I'm Haley. So, I've been involved with Juice Plus for a little over 4 months now. So I just got my second shipment and I'm learning more and more every day about how the business works and so on and so forth. But for me, when I was introduced to Juice Plus, it just happened to be exactly what I was looking for. I don't think that happens to many people, but it made a lot of sense. So it was brought into my work, and I was able to see a presentation, and I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is it. Because I had been dealing with digestive issues and fatigue and things like that. So I'm going to do it. And for me, I live alone up north, so I had to really budget in order to do it. But it was easy for me because I found that much value in it. I do value it so much. So when I found out that it was only $50 to become a rep, I was like, why not? I know that I'm going to share it with people, knowing how good it is and how simple it is. I'm like, I knew it was going to happen. So my first month was really, I just shared it with a couple of people, and I reached my HLP like that, because it was just myself and 2 other people. So, and then honestly, like, I'll be totally honest, you know, with work and everything, like, I was in my second month, I was overwhelmed, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. You know, it seems like it was just a lot for me in the beginning to like balance my life, just everything that's going on. So I kind of like died down a little bit and I wasn't really working the business. And then thank God for good sponsorship, seriously, because Carmen and Evelyn really, really, really helped me to get out of that rut and like shine some light on me and remind me of, you know, how important this is and what it can actually do for me and other people. And ever since, you know, I've heard other people speak and they say, we have a responsibility to share this with people. Regardless of how I feel about it or how, you know, I might be scared of being judged or whatever, it's a responsibility to just open up the door for other people and let them know that something like this does exist. So that's kind of the mindset that I have now going forward when I talk to people. And honestly, I just recently hit 2,000 plus BF. I can't believe I'm saying that. I like didn't think I could do it. And it's such a, you know, like a small milestone, because like I see like a big picture and I'm like, I want to go all the way. But it's important to celebrate, you know, those, you know, take it day by day, step by step, and you know, really celebrate like little victories like that. And that I for my 2,000 plus, I'll be totally honest. I definitely put in work, definitely. And I made myself, you know, I got uncomfortable. I talked to people that scared me, like that were on my chicken list. And I was like, you know, I know this is the kind of stuff that I need to do if I want to grow as a person and, you know, grow in a business. So I did a lot of that. And I think that I could have, because I reached VF at about 4 months, and I think I could have gotten it sooner if I had put my fear aside, but that doesn't really matter. But I just know that we're capable of anything. It's just you know, for me, it's like the fear that was kind of stopping me, and you know, using the tools that we have in this business. So I got to VF like right on the deadline. Like I got the last order in like on the last day that I possibly could. And it was like such a relief. It was the best feeling ever. But I'm so excited now because obviously, you know, that it's a big deal for me. I don't think I've had like an accomplishment like that in a little while. So I'm definitely really proud of myself, and I'm so grateful for the support that I get in this community. Like, I don't know what I would do without you guys. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. I appreciate these calls so much, and I make sure that I'm here every Monday night. You know, I make it a priority but as far as, I mean, my product story too is like pretty amazing. Juice Plus has really changed my health in a few different ways. Overall, I just feel so much better. So I'm so grateful to be a part of something that actually is helping people. Like I don't feel like I'm selling people something, and that's the best feeling. Knowing that you can help other people while helping yourself is like, it doesn't get any better than that to me. So I'm grateful to be here. Thank you, Carmen, for asking me to share.
Oh my gosh, there's so much there. And you guys, I want to talk a little bit. I want to pull some things that she shared out and talk a little bit after Evelyn's done. But one thing I just wanted to share with everybody that you didn't say is that you went to the boot camp in June. And that was a big part of painting that picture for you and helping you to be able to understand the gift that we have, right?
Yes, I wasn't gonna go, you guys. I wasn't gonna go because it was, a little chunk of money that I wasn't willing to spend for whatever reason. And then thank God, Carmen's like, Haley, like you gotta go. Like you need to make a small investment in yourself, so you can get to where you want to be. And I'm so grateful that I went, because it kind of just, kick-started a few things for me. So I know events are so important. I will not miss another one.
Come to Tampa, and so is Jose.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Haley. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to come back to some of the things that you shared after Evelyn shares her story, but that was awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so Evelyn, everybody knows Evelyn. She's my cousin, and I'm so proud of her because she just fast-tracked to sales coordinator. And what that means, you guys, is that she got a $600 bonus check in the mail, which is pretty fun to get, would you say?
Yes, it was. I was so excited. It came just in the right time, too. Being a single mom, money is always a necessity. So, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is, I think this is like the first promotion that I was actually like super excited about. And unbeknownst to me, I also received a little pin that says sales coordinator on it, which I don't know why, but I was like, "Ooh, look at this. It's so cute." And a little certificate that I had to take a picture of and send to my mom. She was very proud of me. She's not on the call tonight, is she? I looked for her. No, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
So my mom is a new representative of mine, and she's really excited about the Tower Garden. She's been taking Juice Plus she was my first customer, actually, so about a year and a half, and she's made incredible changes in her health. I mean, when you can see the people that you love, get on Juice Plus and get healthier, that's just like the biggest blessing. And I like share with I have no fear anymore. Like I meet somebody on an airplane and I'm sharing about Juice Plus. I meet someone on the beach and I'm sharing about Juice Plus. I'm like just constantly sharing. About is organizing those shares so that I can circle back and do follow up. And that, I have to say, is probably my biggest one of the biggest things that I need help with. But because I could literally just probably follow up for like 6 months and not talk to anybody else about it. I'd be fine because I have so many people that I've spoken to that I need to get back to. But it has been a journey. I had to restart my 6 months. The first 6 months I didn't fast track, and so I had to reset. And I knew that eventually it would happen. I knew that I was doing everything that I could possibly be doing. I mean, I work full time, 45 to 50 hours a week. I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom, and I have full custody of my kids, so I have them all the time, and so I'm super busy. So the little free moments that I have to share, I'm always working and always sharing, And one really big blessing is that I was able to start sharing at work. And I brought Juice Plus onto the clinic that I work at, which is where I met beautiful Haley and very handsome Jose. And these are my coworkers, and I'm continuing to talk to people about it. Not only that, but I'm just also seeing, and this is a side note, that people, even if they're not like taking Juice Plus at work, are like eating healthier. They're like having salads and like, just being more conscious. Yes, there are donuts, in the in the staff room, and yes, there are cakes, and yes, there are, but there's people are like, just, I feel like people are just being more conscious about their health. And I think that that's because I'm constantly talking about, healthy eating. And even Jose, I feel like, has made such an incredibly huge change since I met him. I mean, he was always like fit and worked out and stuff like that, but his diet was not something that he focused on. And I will have to say, Jose, that I am also Puerto Rican and I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. So, and so does Carmen. Okay, see that girl right there? My cousin. So, but it's just about like being aware of what you should eat, and I feel like you are so much more aware now, and it's awesome to see that, and that makes me really happy that people are changing. What got me here was just constant sharing, constant perseverance, and giving people time. I have somebody right now that is about to become a representative at work, and he wanted to become a representative maybe 2-3 months ago, and now he's kind of circling around and is going to do it. Also, one of my biggest reps that are under me, Lita, who's not on the call tonight, but she's an acupuncturist, and she, when I first shared with her about Juice Plus, was like, oh yeah, that's awesome, I want to get it. And she got it for herself, and she became a rep right away. And then I started sharing with her about the events, and she was pregnant at the time, or maybe she had just had a baby, I can't remember now. And she was working. She's an acupuncturist. She has her own practice, and she just got overwhelmed like fast. And I was just so excited because she was on my dream team, and I was like just sharing and sharing and sharing, and I like overdid it, and I completely, turned her off. And so she finally was like, look, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take it myself, and that's it. And I was like, that's it? Okay. All right. And I've just like, quietly, like with my tail between my legs, like slinked away and just stayed friends with her, obviously, 'cause she's like one of my best friends. And her sister, who's a twin, she's a twin. Her sister is also one of my best friends, was also taking Juice Plus and shredding every month. And every time she would shred, she would tell her sister about all of the great things that she was feeling and everything. And through her sister, Lita was finally able to get excited about it again. And once she introduced it to her practice, she just exploded. I mean, within like a month, she had, I don't even know how many orders. It was ridiculous. I mean, she's in a position of influence, obviously, being an acupuncturist, and people rely on her for nutrition already because she's also an herbalist. So she was able to get a bunch of people to shred that first month, and it took me waiting and being patient for me to get to the point where I am now, because I needed her to move to the next level. So really, being patient. Yes, listening to people. Yes, respecting where they're at the moment, meeting them where they are, but eventually circling back to them, because it's not always a no forever. Could be a no for, today, maybe tomorrow. I've heard people say 7 years. I haven't been in this business that long, but some people have said, yeah, it's taken 7 years for somebody to like, finally get on board or whatever. And that's, that's a possibility. But once they're in, then, you really, they understand the value of it, and then they're going to be your customers forever. So, yeah, just perseverance is all I can say, and now hopefully I'm going to, move on to the next level. I'm working on that. I spoke to Carmen about it and it seemed extremely daunting. And I was like, oh my gosh, but you know what? Carmen's up there because she did it. And she's a mom and she works hard and she was able to do it. So I know that if I continue to work hard, I can also do it. And so can Haley and so can Jose and so can all of us. So keep plugging away.
That's right. That's right. If I can do it, you guys can do it. I promise you that. But I thank you so much, Evelyn. And I loved everything that you said. And you were very much a student when you first joined. You wanted to know things. You wanted to watch the training videos and watch the product videos and things like that. You were really, really excited. And I think that helped to build your belief really, really quickly, which helped you to get over your fear. So I know that Haley spoke of fear. And I think that, probably if we could say the number one thing that holds people back in this business and keeps them from sharing the gift that Juice Plus is and that our company and our mission is, it's fear. And you guys, I'm not immune to fear. I had so many fears when I first started this business, and I still have fears today. But there's a couple things that I want to, just share with you about fear. So first of all, I want you to just take a minute and just ask yourself, like, if nobody had shared Juice Plus with me, if I didn't have it in my body, if I never heard of it before, if I didn't have this product for my family, if I didn't have this business for my family, what would my life look like? Would it be better or would it be worse? And I want to assume that for all of you, you would say it would be worse. You've had some type of positive experience because you're putting Juice Plus in your body. You've had some kind of positive experience because you joined our mission and you're part of our amazing community. And so think about that, because here's the deal, you guys. If you're not out there and sharing with people because you're afraid of what they'll think of you, or you're afraid that they're going to think you're selling, or you're afraid that you don't have the answers, then you know what? You're making it about yourself. And that's being selfish, okay? And we don't want to be selfish. Nobody wants to be selfish, right? We want to be selfless, not selfish. And so when we make it about ourselves because we stand in our fears and we, keep it to ourselves, we keep Juice Plus the best kept secret out there, then we're not gifting the world. We're not fulfilling a purpose that we are meant to fulfill. So I just want you guys to just give that some thought and think about that and have gratitude for the person that shared Juice Plus with you. Have gratitude for the fact that you were invited to be part of this community. And then when you share Juice Plus with someone, or you invite someone to be part of this community, you are feeling, so strongly that gratitude that somebody invited you, that the person that you're inviting, it's just going to be contagious. They're going to feel grateful too, whether they say yes or no, because not everybody says yes right away. Sometimes it's a no for now and it'll be a yes later. And, that's okay. But when they feel that from you, because you feel that, then that is going to be nothing but a positive. Then the other thing I wanted to say is that Haley said this, and I love that you said that you had to do the scary things because it's allowing you to grow as a person. I remember being at a boot camp, not this past summer, the summer before, and it was this young woman. She was in her early 20s, just like you, Haley, and she said, she was on stage and she said, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. She is a qualifying national marketing director. She has a huge team. She's like a 24 club. She's just got this really thriving business. And she said, I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. She said, but if I let that stop me, she said, if I don't do this scary thing, whatever it is, I'm robbing myself the opportunity to grow. So every time we walk through our fear and do it anyways, no matter what the result is, no matter if somebody says yes or somebody says no, we're walking through that fear and we're going to grow as a person. And you guys, that is what this business is about growing as people. You're not going to be the same person tomorrow that you were today. And that's a good thing. You know, if we're not growing, we're dying, right? We're shrinking. We don't want to do that. We want to grow, just like we want, you know, a tree to grow. We want to grow. We as human beings need to grow. And in order to grow, we have to expand our, you know, skill set. We have to expand our experiences, and we have to walk through the fear to do that. So it's 8:31, so I'm going to stop talking now, but I have a lot more to share about fear because I have a lot of personal experience with it, but I will save that. If anybody wants to talk to me about fear, you know my Voxer. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for being on the call tonight. Thank you, Evelyn and Haley and Jose, for sharing. I'm so proud of you and just love celebrating these milestones with you, and we're going to celebrate them in Tampa. So you guys, thank you so much for being on the call, and love you all.
Thank you.